Here's the door going down the basement. I built these steps with wood I got from long stairways, maple stairways at the old Emmanuel Church in Dousman. Big basement. And this center part here sticks out is underneath the porch. And if somebody wanted to ever chop through that wall, they would have a beautiful root cellar. We never did. I always sort of wanted to do that. Dad kept all his paints over here. Here's the furnace. The clean out for the fireplace, I would clean that out once in a while. I guess can't see very well, but that's underneath the fireplace. Underneath the steps here. I fixed that up. And the sump pump over there. And there's 2 steps in the basement because the person that dug it was so bad that they had about 1.5 foot difference between one end of the basement and the other end of the basement. So rather than straightening it out, they wanted to get the basement poured, and so they poured it with steps in. This was Dad's tool area, and he'd keep plants over in this area. And there's Enya, followed me down here. So, yeah, it used to be a really wet basement, but it's improved over time a little bit with some of the things that were done here. Not very bright, but Dad had workbench in here and lots of tools against that wall and wood stored, and then he had a toilet at one time over there on the hole on the floor, and of course the septic tank runs into that. It was sort of a mess. These boards we got from an art professor at Carroll. I remember that I was in high school and we hauled those, and they were full of hundreds and hundreds of nails each. And so I ended up pulling nails for a long time, and we laid these across here, and they were strong enough. They were from an old barn of the art teachers and friend of Dad's, and they still have whitewash on them in places, like right there. Yep, and they were strong enough. Yeah, you can see just even where they were cut, they were just pretty fine boards. So this is about the last I'll be in this house. The fixtures, all the plumbing was made of copper. Beautiful work. Everything was Douglas fir, just really nice stuff. 4-inch copper pipes. They could replace that with plastic and get some money from it, I imagine. Yeah. It's sort of a bittersweet time with Mom and Dad being gone now. So there really isn't much use of being here. Electric doormat. I used to make electric doormats when I was in college. One of my many jobs. And on the way up the stairs, I remember building these things. They were wide open, and Ginger, our dog at the time, was so afraid of coming down. Finally she got down, then she was afraid to go back up again. I remember I had to carry her up. It was pretty funny. So there's the basement.